going to be making some geode style Christmas decorations today. I've got a selection of glitters, some silver, a tealy colour and some blue. I've got a couple of the mica powders from Let's Resin, the cyan blue and the spring green. I've got this is decorative filler. It's like sort of crushed glass. So I've got those bits there. I've got some crushed glass glitter. So that's lovely and shiny and shimmery. And I've got some of these little nuggety bits to use. So I'm going to start off just by adding some of these crushed glass bits into the mould. Not too many of those, just a few. I'll do one at a time. So let's do this one first. Then I'm going to add some of the mica powder. I'm going to start off with the blue. And I'm just going to pour this, also like drizzle it over in areas. So just placing some of that down on top of that glass bits there. So that's the blue, and then I'm also going to add some of the spring green. So some of that going down into there as well. And I'll be using Let's Resin Magic Pour making these. So the mica powder will create little craters. So that's the mica powders down. Next I'm going to add some of the glitter. So I'm just going to sprinkle some of that down along the side areas there. And also some of the other glitter, so a bit of that going down on there as well. And then what colour haven't I used? This one. So a bit of that going down, and we'll get some lovely texture going on with this. Put some down the sides there. And we're throwing some of these bits around the outside, and then we'll also add some of the crushed glass glitter. Pop some of that down there as well. So that's how we're going to be doing it. So I'm just going to do the same with these other two and just make slightly different variations in the angles. So again, I'm going to go down a different angle this time. Let's just do, say, like a bit in the centre there. So I think what I'll do is I'll pop you on a fast forward while I do this, so you can see what I'm doing, but I'm just going to do the similar thing to what I've done previously. So now they're all done, I'm just going to get some Magic Pour mixed up, and then we can start pouring over the top of these. I've mixed up some of the Let's Resin Magic Pour. This is an eco powder that's measured 3:1 by weight. So I've got that mixed up in there, and I'm going to add some of the Homeware Designs pigment in Duck Egg Blue. So I just want a bit of a marbling going on, so I'm just going to put, say, 2 drops in. and then just give that a swirl around, and then we're going to gently pour this in straight over the top of all that mica powder. I'm working my way from the sides to start with, and then going over the top of the powder. So that's that one, and then same again with the next ones. So starting from the outside, letting it flow naturally over the top of that mica powder, and then just filling in any bits afterwards. That's that one. So last two to do, and pouring that in, taking it from this side, and then filling over on the top. And then lastly this one, same again, just topping these up straight over the top. Right, okay, they're all topped up. I've got way too much eco left, so let's make some little bows as well. I think let's scoot these over to one side, and then I think I'll add another drop. Oh, 2 drops have gone in, that's all right. Give that a little swish around, and then we can make some bows. So just going to top up this mould with this leftover. I think I still need to find something else, because this isn't going to use up all of this. So that's that mould all filled up. So I'll just go and find something else, and then I'll see you back when these are ready to demold. These are all cured up now, and that's all the little bows that I made. So we've got 6 of those, and I've just added a bit of detail in the middle using a silver marker pen. So they're really pretty. Let's pop them to one side. And I've also made, with the leftover, a butterfly. I love this mould, it's gorgeous, and just edged that in some silver as well. And I also made a little toothpick pot, but I've put my cotton bud things in there. So that's that finished. Right, let's see how these have turned out. So there's going to be lots of excess mica powders and bits in these that we're going to need to shake off. Oh, that's pretty. I like that. Right, let's have a look at the next one. Beautiful. And next one. Got to be careful demolding these. Oh, that's got some lovely craters going on in there. And we've got some more mica to dig out as well. Let's have a look at this last one. Beautiful. Right, so we need to tidy these up. So I'm just going to put some kitchen towel down so as not to make too much of a mess. And I need a fairly stiff brush. That one will do. Let's start with this one, and then we're just going to brush out all that extra mica powder. So all that mica powder underneath that's caused those craters, the eco hasn't managed to grab hold of any of that. So that's why you need to brush all that out, and then that will leave the bigger holes there. Let's just give that a blow. I think there's still some more to come out of there. So that's how it's looking now, with those extra bits of mica out. So we're just going to do the same with all the others. So I'll just do that because you don't need to see me cleaning all these out. So I'll quickly do this and then I'll be back once they're all done. That's those all nicely tidied up now, so all the excess powder has gone, and now you can really see the details in those now. So that's that one, and we've got that one there. Got some lovely craters going on in there. Love that one. And there's that one. Lovely bit of sparkle as well. Gorgeous. And finally that one. So next, I'm going to add a little bit more detail using a silver chrome marker pen. So let's pop these over there for a minute. Let's start with this one. And I'm just going to go in round this outside edge to start with. Just some little squiggly wavy lines just round either side. I'm going to try and follow some of this marbling if I can in places. So it's like that. And then I think I'll follow around with this area around here. Like that. And I think I'll add maybe a double line around this area. Actually, I think I'll go down there and then back up that way, and then just do a bit down there. So that's that one. And for this one, let's go round this bit here, and then we go round this bit, and I think I'm going to do this bit here and like that, and then we'll follow on with this bit around there. So that's that one. Right, next let's follow this line here, take that up around that marbling section, and then up down there, and then just take this bit down under that bottom area there. I think I'll add another little bit there, and then let's go round this bit like that, and then back round to join that up. So that's that one, and last one. So let's follow on from this bit that we can see in here, take that up round there, and then cut across that bit up there, and then round there, and then I'm going to do a bit more down with this bit here, take that off, and what should we do at this top bit? Let's just do a little line following that marbling there. So that's that one. So you could give these a top coat now with either some resin or some UV resin, but I like to see the texture, and if you was to give it a top coat it would just make it smooth, but I prefer it like that. So I think what I'll do, I can't do it at the moment because it's raining outside, but I'll give them, I think I'll do a spray coat. I'll give them a spray coat of varnish that will seal them in, but I won't lose that texture. So I'll do that. And just thinking on my feet here, I think maybe these bows, what do you think to add in the bows on? They might look quite pretty, mightn't they? Let's see what they look like with the bows on. What do you think? Yeah, I quite like that. Right, I'll just get some glue and then we'll get these stuck on. I'm going to be using the Green Stuff World instant glue, and I'm just going to put, let's put it on here, and then I know I'm putting it in the right place. So I'm just going to put a bit on there. I'm going to give this a spray with some activator spray. This is just like a freeze spray, and then place that down. And all the freeze spray does is it just activates the glue quicker, just so as it sets quicker. So that's that one. So I'm just going to do the same to all the others. And while I do this, I'll just quickly mention that today's video is part of the Christmas collaboration that's been organised by Tracy at Mini Scenes GB. And there will be a playlist in my description box, so you can check out all the other lovely makes that have been made for this Christmas collaboration. So just these last two to stick on now. So that one there, and then this last one, bit of glue on there, bit of freeze spray, and then place that one down there. So that's those stuck down. Let's just pop my lid on there quickly. I always end up gluing the lid to the bottle and can't get my glue out. So right, so next I've got these tassely bits. I think they're for like bookmarks. I think they're the sort of things you get in with a mould as a set for like a bookmark. So I'm going to use these. I'm going to thread that through the front. Should have taken my gloves off. Let's see if I can pinch that a bit tighter. Thread that through there, and then just pop that back through itself and pull that, and then that'll be their little hangers to go on the tree. Or they would make nice little Christmas tags as well. You could write, you know, Happy Christmas and to and from on there. That would be quite nice as well, wouldn't it? Little gift tags. Right, so I've got two colours. I've got a light blue and a darker blue. So I'm just going to get all these onto here. So I'll quickly do this. So that's all my tassels on for hanging them on my tree. And I love how they're all, you know, completely different, but they make a lovely cohesive set. Even the bows are all different, but they look so pretty, don't they? I really like those. And I just want to say a massive thank you to all my subscribers. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate every single one of you. And thank you to everyone that sent me a coffee or a super thanks. I really do appreciate that. And any money that I do get does go straight back into my channel. And it does help me to buy new products and new molds and things, so I can bring out some different videos. And don't forget to check out the playlist in the description box. And thank you ever so much for watching, and stay tuned for the pictures at the end, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye for now.